Good morning students. In a previous class, that is class 4, for the chapter ionic equilibrium, I already completed the salt hydrolysis of various types of salt, then buffer solution. What do you mean by buffer solution? Types of buffer solution, preparation of buffer solution, buffer capacity, buffer action, and last, pH of a buffer, that is Henderson equation. Already cover, that is Henderson equation for acidic buffer and also for basic buffer. Today, that is class 5 for this chapter. I will try to complete application of buffer, some numericals relating to buffer, and the most important short notes, that is solubility product. What do you mean by the term solubility product? And the relationship that is comes under application, that is the relationship between solubility and solubility product, difference between ionic product and solubility product, and to calculate the precipitation of an electrolyte by the application of solubility product. So before going to the today class, it is necessary to recap the previous class, that is Henderson equation for calculating pH of a buffer. It is of two segments, one is for acidic buffer and one is for basic buffer. Let us discuss a little bit about the basic buffer. We know what is a basic buffer? The equimolar mixture of weak base and its salt of strong acid. So already you cover some symbolic representation. For acid is HA, for base is BOH, and salt is BA. So let us consider weak base, that is, as we discuss about basic buffer, that is equimolar mixture of weak base, symbolical representation is BOH. Let us consider weak base BOH. By definition, it ionizes partially to form B plus OH minus. Now, applying law of chemical equilibrium, applying the law of chemical equilibrium, we have, that is Kb. What is Kb? That is dissociation constant or ionization constant for base is equal to molar concentration of B plus OH minus divided by BOH, or our aim to calculate OH minus ion concentration is equal to Kb into BOH by B plus. By taking a logarithm, on both sides and reversing sign, reversing sign means multiplying -1 to each term. We have, what happened? Mark that, minus log OH minus is equal to minus log Kb minus log BOH concentration by B plus concentration. Okay? So mark that. Minus log of OH minus is equal to POH. POH is equal to minus log Kb is equal to PKb. So multiplying again by changing the numerator to denominator, again minus minus plus, I can write a log base 10. It is salt, concentration of salt by concentration of base. This is known as Henderson equation for a basic buffer. Henderson equation for a basic buffer is POH is equal to PKB plus log molar concentration of salt by molar concentration of base. Mark that BOH, that is stands for base, and the B plus, mark that, weak base break down to B plus, give rank to B plus OH minus, Ba salt strong electrolyte give rise to B plus A minus. We know as the weak electrolyte, the quantity of B plus furnished by the weak base is very very low in comparison to the B plus given by the salt, because it is a weak strong electrolyte. By definition, it is completely ionized. So here, instead of B plus concentration, instead of writing base, we write salt because of strong electrolyte. So it is known as POH of basic buffer for Henderson equation. Next, we discuss, that is the application of a buffer. So many applications of buffer are there. Normally, it is categorized into industrial point of view, agricultural point of view, and biochemical reaction point of view. That means in industry, buffer play an important role. It is used, this principle is used for the manufacture of paper, ink, dye, various products. Mark that in biochemical reaction, suitable example is blood. Blood behave as suitable buffer whose pH lies between 7.24 to 7.4. If whatever may be we use the acidic food or alkaline food, pH always slightly acidic. If its pH value changes by 0.2 unit, then it brings fatal. Similarly, in agricultural point of view also, soil is often tested. If it is acidic in nature, then we use basic fertilizer. If it is basic nature, we use acidic fertilizer. As a result of which helps for rapid growth of the crops. These are little idea about the application of buffer. Next, switch over to today's topic, that means solubility product. Mark that. Solubility product, symbol KSP. Very very important one. What do you mean by the term solubility product? Remember that some salts are there which are sparingly soluble, weakly soluble, partially soluble in water. So, suitable example is silver chloride. So many salts are there, that is, some examples is silver chloride, then barium sulfate, lead sulfate, which are sparingly soluble, feebly soluble in water. That's why they are known as sparingly soluble salt. Let us consider sparingly soluble salt, that is silver chloride, which ionizes to, it is a solid which ionizes to silver ion and chloride ion, aqueous. Then applying law of chemical equilibrium. Students, remember that it is phase 1. Try to understand. In phase 2, we solve some numericals, and phase 3, writing the notes. Not worry, try to understand one. Okay, good. So, applying law of chemical equilibrium. Applying law of chemical equilibrium. we have, mark that, K is equal to Ag plus aqua into Cl minus aqua divided by AgCl solid. On cross multiplication, K into AgCl solid is equal to Ag plus aqua into Cl minus aqua. Mark that. It is a sparingly soluble salt, means ionizes to a very small extent. So, its concentration taken as a constant. Constant into constant, another constant, or it is known as Ksp. Ksp, Sp means solubility product, is equal to Ag plus aqua into Cl minus aqua. So, this equation, from this equation it is clear that the solubility product of a sparingly soluble salt, the solubility product of a sparingly soluble salt may be defined as the product of molar concentration of each ion which is represented in a balanced chemical reaction. So, let us consider another way. Let us consider symbolic representation of a sparingly soluble salt. Mark that, a sparingly soluble salt which is represented by AxBy. It is a sparingly soluble salt. When it ionizes, it gives rise to X into Y, X into A to the power Y plus Y into B to the power X minus. Mark that. Let us consider a sparingly soluble salt AxBy which ionizes as X into A to the power Y plus Y into B to the power X minus. Here A to the power Y plus and B to the power X minus is known as a cation and anion, and X, Y are there known as number of cation and anion. Okay, good. Applying law of chemical equilibrium, applying law of chemical equilibrium, we have K is equal to A to the power Y plus to the power X, B to the power X minus to the power Y divided by AxBy. On cross multiplication, K into AxBy is equal to A to the power Y plus to the power X into B to the power X minus to the power Y. Mark that. As we select is a sparingly soluble salt, so its concentration taken as a constant. Constant into another constant is another constant, that is solubility product, is equal to A to the power Y plus to the power X into B to the power X minus to the power Y. So, from this expression it is equation 2. From this expression it is clear that the solubility product of a sparingly soluble salt may be defined as the product of a molar concentration of ions, the product of a molar concentration of product species, and each term, each concentration term raised to the power is equal to its coefficient which is represented in a balanced chemical reaction. Okay, I represent again. The solubility product of a sparingly soluble salt may be defined as the product of a molar concentration of product species, and each concentration term raised to the power is equal to its coefficient which is represented in a balanced chemical reaction. It is the definition or symbolic expression for solubility product. Then switch over to the application one. That means the relationship between solubility and a solubility product. Next we switch over to the relationship between solubility and solubility product. Then another one application to predict whether the solution will precipitate or not. We discuss one by one. First thing, we discuss the relationship, that is application 1, the relationship between solubility and solubility product. Okay, mark that. First we discuss relationship between solubility and solubility product. Solubility symbol S, solubility product symbol KSP. So for a sparingly soluble salt, for a sparingly soluble salt, that is AXBY, the relationship between solubility, symbol is S, and solubility product, solubility symbol is S, and solubility product symbol KSP is represented as KSP is equal to S, x to the power x, x to the power x, y to the power y, and s to the power x plus y. Mark that. It is the relationship between solubility and a solubility product of a sparingly soluble salt. That means the relationship is equal to KSP is equal to x to the power x into y to the power y into s, where s is known as the solubility of to the power x plus y. Let us verify, deduce some relationship between the different types of salt. Mark that. Case 1, that is salt of the type A1B1. Mark that. Salt of the type A1B1 means AgCl. Here x is 1, y is 1. Okay, mark that. Here x is equal to 1, y is equal to 1. By putting this value, we observe that KSP is equal to 1 to the power 1, 1 to the power 1, s to the power 1 plus 1 implies that KSP is equal to s square, or s is equal to KSP root over. Mark that. For the type of salt A1B1, solubility product is equal to square of solubility, or solubility is equal to square root of solubility product. Any doubt? No doubt. Good. Case 2, mark that. Case 2, that is salt of the type A1B2 or A2B1. Mark that. Salt of the type A1B2 or A2B1. If we select A1B2, then Ag2CrO4, silver chromate. One suitable example, silver chromate Ag2CrO4. Here x is equal to 2, y is equal to 1. You may put x is equal to 1, y is equal to 2, or x is equal to 2, y is equal to 1. No problem. So mark that here. X is equal to 2, y is equal to 1. Then mark that KSP is equal to 2 to the power 2, 1 to the power 1, s to the power 2 plus 1 implies KSP is equal to 4SQ. Mark that. The relationship is KSP is equal to 4SQ, or S is equal to KSP by 4 root Q. I select here x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 1. It is homework to you. You also select x is equal to 1 and y is equal to 2. Mark that same relationship, that is KSP is equal to 4SQ. Okay. Next move to case 3. Mark that case 3. Salt of the type A1B3 or A3B1. Salt of the type A1B3 or A3B1. Mark that. That is silver phosphate. I select silver phosphate. Here x is equal to 3 and y is equal to 1. Here x is equal to 3, y is equal to 1. So put KSP is equal to 3 to the power 3, 1 to the power 1, s to the power 3 plus 1 implies KSP is equal to 27S4 or S is equal to KSP divided by 27 root 4th. I select x is equal to 3, y is equal to 1. You may select s is equal to 1, y is equal to 3. Let us observe the fourth type of salt. That means salt of the type A2B3 or A3B2. Example, calcium phosphate. Mark that. Here x is equal to 3, y is equal to 2. Putting this value, we have KSP is equal to 3 to the power 3, 2 to the power 2 into s to the power 3 plus 2 implies 27 into 4 s to the power 5 implies KSP is equal to 108 s to the power 5 or solubility is equal to KSP by 108 root 5th. These are some relationship between the solubility and solubility product. Okay, this is the first application. Then switch over to second application, that is to check find out the condition for the precipitation of the salt solution. That is the second application. That means we have to determine whether the solution is a saturated solution or unsaturated solution or supersaturated solution, depending upon the relationship between the solubility product and ionic product. The solution is classified into three types. One is a supersaturated solution, one is a just saturated solution, and one is unsaturated solution. Three cases arises. Case 1, mark that. Case 1, if ionic product exceeds its solubility product. Three cases is there. If ionic product is equal to its solubility product. Point 3. If ionic product is less than its solubility product. Mark that. Three relationship is there depending upon to identify whether the solution is supersaturated or just saturated or unsaturated. Mark that. If ionic product exceeds its solubility product, then the solution is known as supersaturated solution. Supersaturated solution and precipitation takes place. Okay. Move to the point 2. If ionic product is equal to its solubility product, then the solution is just saturated and no precipitation takes place. Okay, and third one is when ionic product is less than its soluble product, then it is known as unsaturated solution, and no precipitation takes place. Okay, it is all about the application of soluble product. It is, students, the phase 1. Next, in phase 2, we engaged in writing some problems relating to pH of a buffer for Henderson equation for acidic buffer and basic buffer. Next, we switch over to engage in writing some definition and some formula one by one. Let us solve some problem relating to pH of a buffer, that is Henderson equation. Mark that. Calculate the pH of a buffer solution containing 0.15 molar of ammonium hydroxide and 0.25 m of ammonium chloride given Kb. So how to solve? No doubt answer. We know that is, as it is a basic buffer, POH is equal to pKb plus log base 10 salt by base concentration is equal to minus log base 10 Kb plus log base 10 salt concentration divided by base concentration. Kb is equal to minus log 1.8 into 10 to the power minus 5 plus log base 10. What is the concentration of salt? That is 0.25 divided by 0.15. On solving this one, this is equal to minus log base 10 1.8 minus log base 10 to the power minus 5 plus it is log base 10 on solving it is 5 minus log base 10 3. Okay, on solving this one, this value is equal to nearly equal to 4.74. This value is nearly equal to, this value is equal to minus, this value is equal to 4.74. And on solving, we know that is, we have to remember log base 10 2 is equal to 0.3010. Log base 10 3 is equal to 0.4771 and log base 10 5 is equal to 0.6991 and log base 10 log 10 is equal to 1. We have to remember this some data. On solving this value is equal to 0.22 on solving this one plus 0.22 on adding is equal to 4.96. So this one is equal to POH. Our aim is to calculate pH. We know if POH of a solution is given, then pH is equal to 14 minus POH is equal to 14 minus 4.96. This value is equal to 9.04. So pH of the solution is nearly equal to 9.04. Okay. So move to the next problem. Mark that. What is the next problem? Mark that. What is the next question? Calculate the pH of 0.1 m NaA. It is the symbolic representation of salt, that is sodium acetate, and 0.1 mole of Ha, symbol for acid, that is known as acetic acid. As acetic acid and sodium acetate is there, it is known as acidic buffer. So we calculate pH is equal to pKa plus log salt by acid concentration is equal to negative logarithm of Ka plus log salt by acid concentration. This value minus log base 10, Ka is given, Ka value is given, that is 1 into 10 to the power 6, 1 into 10 to the power minus 6 plus log 10 concentration 0.1 by 0.1. So 0.1 by 0.1 cancel, log 1, the value of log 1 is 0. So this value is equal to minus of minus 6 into log 10 is equal to 6, because this value is equal to 0. So pH of the salt of acetic acid and sodium acetate is equal to 6. Okay, then move to the next problem. Mark that. What is the question? Question is, calculate the pH of a buffer solution containing 0.2 moles per liter of sodium acetate and 0.15 mole of acetic acid. It is acetic acid and sodium acetate, so it is the acidic buffer, and Ka is given, Ka is equal to 1.8 into 10 to the power minus 5. We proceed similarly, that means pH is equal to pKa plus log salt by acid concentration is equal to minus log Ka value is given 1.8 into 10 to the power minus 5 plus log 10 the concentration of salt 0.15 divided by concentration of acid 0.2. Mark that. On solving this value, it is nearly equal to 4.74 plus on solving the second value is equal to, it is log 15/2. On solving this value nearly equal to 0.16. On solving is equal to 4.9. pH is equal to 4.9. It is little bit idea about the pH, calculation of pH for acidic buffer as well as the basic buffer. Next we discuss about the application of buffer. Mark that. That is application of buffer. 3 to 4 point is there. One is in biochemical processes. The pH of a blood is maintained constant, nearly about 7.4. In spite of various acid and base producing reaction going in our body. Whatever may be, we use acidic or basic food, pH is maintained. Next is in industrial process. The use of buffer is an important part in many industrial processes, that is in electroplating, in the preservation of food article, and in the manufacture of leather, dye, drugs, etc. Next, in analytical chemistry. So many examples are there, that is in the removal of acid radicals, and also another important one to calibrate the pH meter. And in bacteriological research also, culture media are generally buffered to maintain the pH required for the growth of the bacteria which is necessary for the being studied. These are some common examples of application of buffer. Note down the definition for the solubility product. Mark that. Substances like silver chloride, lead sulfate, barium sulfate, etc., which dissolve in water to a very small extent, are known as sparingly soluble salt. Let us consider a sparingly soluble salt, that is silver chloride, which ionizes as silver chloride, break down to silver ion, aqueous chloride ion. Applying law of chemical equilibrium, we have K is equal to product of molar concentration of silver ion by chloride ion divided by concentration of silver chloride. Again on cross multiplication, K into AgCl is equal to product of molar concentration of silver ion and chloride ion. Since here the concentration of silver chloride, since the solution of the undissociated solid remain constant, we may write this is a constant and taken as a constant, product of is another constant, that is Ksp is equal to product of molar concentration of silver ion and chloride ion, where Ksp is another constant which is known as solubility product of a sparingly soluble salt, where Ksp is called the solubility product and is equal to the ionic product of molar concentration of silver ion and chloride ion for a saturated solution. Let us consider in general for any electrolyte, symbolic representation is Ax By. The equilibrium may be represented as Ax By, break down to x into a to the power y plus y into b to the power x minus. I remind you again, a to the power y plus and b to the power x minus are known as the cation and anion. X and y are the number of cation and anion. So applying the law of chemical equilibrium, solubility product for the electrolyte Ax By may be represented as, that is Ksp is equal to a to the power y plus molar concentration to the power x and b to the power x minus molar concentration to the power y. So from this equation, the solubility product of an electrolyte at a specific temperature may be defined as the product of the molar concentration of its ion at a saturated solution. Each concentration term raised to the power equal to the number of ion produced on dissociation of 1 mole of the electrolyte. Mark the difference between the ionic product and the solubility product. One side is the solubility product, one side is ionic product. Solubility product applied to saturated solution only, while ionic product applicable to all type of solution. Point 2. The solubility product of a salt is constant at constant temperature, while ionic product of salt depends upon the concentration of the ion in the solution. Okay? Is a 2-mark question. Another 2-mark question. Difference between solubility, that is S, and solubility product, that is Ksp. What is solubility? It is the tendency of a salt to dissolve in the solvent to form a solution, while solubility product is a constant. Next, solubility is applicable to all type of solid, while solubility product is applicable to only sparingly soluble salt. Last one, solubility of an electrolyte can be lowered down, decreased, suppressed by addition of a common ion, while solubility product has a constant value at a given temperature. Next, switch over to the application of solubility product. Mark that. First application, calculation of solubility of a sparingly soluble salt. The relationship between solubility S in moles per liter and the solubility product Ksp depends upon the nature of the salt. The relationship for a sparingly soluble salt Ax By, the relationship is solubility product Ksp is equal to x to the power x, y to the power y and s to the power x plus y. Let us consider different types of salt. Point 1, for the salt of the type A1 B1, that is silver chloride, barium sulfate, lead sulfate. Here x is equal to 1, y is equal to 1. Putting this value in this case, we have Ksp is equal to s square or s is equal to root over of Ksp. Move to the second point. For the salt of the type A1B2 or A2B1, you select x equal to 1, y equal to 2, or x equal to 2, y equal to 1. For example, silver sulfate, silver chromate, lead chloride, calcium fluoride, etc. You may select any one. Applying this value, here Ksp is equal to 4Sq or S is equal to Ksp by 4 root Q. Next one, salt of the type A1B3 or A3B1. For example, ferric hydroxide, aluminum hydroxide, etc. Here you may put either x equal to 1, y equal to 3 or x equal to 3, y equal to 1. By putting this value, Ksp is equal to 27 S to the power 4 or S is equal to Ksp by 27 root power 4. Last one, for the salt of the type A2B3 or A3B2. Here you may apply x equal to 2, y equal to 3 or x equal to 3, y equal to 2. By putting this value, some example, aluminum sulfate, ferric sulfate, etc. By putting this value, we mark that is Ksp is equal to 108 S to the power of 5 or S is equal to Ksp by 108 root to the power of 5. Then move to the second application, that means predicting ionic or precipitation reaction. 3 points are there. If ionic product exceeds soluble product, then it is known as supersaturated solution and precipitation takes place. If ionic product equal to soluble product, then it is known as saturated solution, no precipitation takes place. And last one, if ionic product less than soluble product, then it is known as unsaturated solution and no precipitation takes place. It is all about the application. Last, move to solve some problem relating to solubility and soluble product. Mark that. The solubility product of silver chloride is given. Calculate its solubility in grams per liter. So mark that. Solubility product is given for silver chloride. We know that answer. Mark that. Silver chloride, it is for the salt of the type A1B1. That means here Ksp is equal to S square. That means Ksp is given. We have to calculate S square. It implies that S is equal to root over of Ksp. Or S is equal to, value is given 1.5625 into root over of minus 10 into 10 to the power minus 10 square root over. Its value, on solving this value, its value is nearly equal to, on solving its value is nearly equal to 1.25 into 10 to the power minus 5. It is a solubility, but question is calculate the solubility in grams per liter, means we have to multiply its molecular mass. Therefore, solubility in grams per liter is equal to solubility into molecular mass, that is 1.25 into 10 to the power minus 5 into molecular mass of silver chloride is 143. On multiplying this one, 143. On multiplying this one, nearly answer is equal to 1.79 into 10 to the power 1.79 into 10 to the power minus 3. It is moles per liter. It is 1.79 into 10 to the power minus 3. That is grams per liter. It is the point 1. Move to the second problem. Mark that. What is the second problem? The solubility of silver sulfate at 25 degrees centigrade is given. The solubility of silver sulfate is given. Silver sulfate is of the type A1B1. So solubility is given. We have to calculate the solubility product. Mark that answer. For the type of salt A1B1, that is Ksp is equal to S square, implies 1.1 into 10 to the power minus 4 square. On solving this value, the answer is nearly equal to, on solving it, the answer is nearly equal to 1.21 into 10 to the power minus 8. This is the solubility product. Okay. Move to the last one. Mark that. What is the question? The solubility of calcium phosphate. Mark the last question. The solubility of calcium phosphate is given 5 moles per dmq. Solubility is given. Calculate the solubility product. Same principle is there. Important thing is that observe what is the type of the salt. It is A3B2. A3B2 for the type of salt A3B2 relation is Ksp is equal to 108 into S to the solubility to the power 5 is equal to value is given 5, that is 108 into 5 to the power 5. On solving this value, the answer is nearly equal to 3.37.